So I am back with another video. I have been under the weather for the past few days, so I haven't been recording or doing any of those things, but I know that I needed to get back to it. I'm feeling a little better, not completely 100%, but I'm better than what I was a few days ago. So in this video, we are going to talk about the third stage of grief, which is the bargaining stage of grief, which is pretty much you trying to find solutions or ways to change the actual outcome of your loss. Things like saying, what if I would have done this, or I could have done that. Things that you think would have changed the outcome of what you endured. It's a natural reaction to loss. And I went through it. I found myself on different times when my brother was missing. I would be saying, maybe I should have been paying more attention to what was going on, or maybe I should have moved him back to the city. Just different things like that, where I was just basically begging and pleading with God, like, just please let him be okay. Just praying for the best and praying for a good outcome. And then when it came time, when we actually found him, I found myself saying, I would do this to get him back. I would do this, just let me wake up from this terrible, terrible nightmare, because that's what I felt like it was. Like it was a nightmare that I just could not wake up from. And like I said, it's a natural reaction. A lot of people go through it. Some do, some don't. But I did. And it was daily that I was going through it. Days where I woke up like, I'm going to wake up and he going to call me. I'm going to wake up, this not going to be true. And it was like, that went on for months. For maybe 3 months, where I was stuck in that moment of, I should have done this, or I would give anything for it to be this way, or anything for it to be not true. And it was just like a punch to the gut daily when my reality finally set in for me. Like I said, at night, or when I was alone, when other people wasn't around, or I would be just staring off into space, having little moments, it would really sink in, like, no matter what I do, this is what it is. But then I had those moments still for about 3 months where I was like, God, please, I would get anything, I would do anything, just bring me him back. Just let him come back. Let this all be a nightmare. Let him be okay. I was talking to a therapist, and it was helping. Some days, not always, it was helping me. But even with talking to my therapist, I found myself telling him different things that I wish that I would have done, different conversations that I wish I would have had with my brother. And he would always remind me that some things are just out of our control. No matter what we do, no matter what we say, some things we just cannot control. And it's life. And he's absolutely right. There are a lot of things that we will never be able to change no matter what we do. The outcome will always be what it is. And that's just life. Sometimes it happens. And there's nothing you can really do about it. So it was like I was going through the motions during that 3 months. And I was begging and pleading and it was just like I had to try to find somewhere else to put my focus. So I started writing in this journal every day, just jotting down what I was feeling at the moment, or just jotting down things that I wanted to do, and focusing a lot on my kids and my mom, and trying to get her situated with the normal normal of a life as she could have now that my brother was gone. And it was hard, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. It was a struggle getting out of the stage of the bargaining phase. It was tough. I think that was one of the hardest stages that I went through. I felt myself crying sometimes all day, unless I was asleep, or going over different things in my mind that I could have done all day. It was consuming my thoughts. It was consuming me in ways that I really didn't notice until time started to pass. And it was just like I was stuck there. And I really didn't know what to do at the time. And sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, right now to this day, I still have the moments where I'm like, damn, I should have did this, or I should have did that, should have said this, should have done more of this. And I'm here to tell you from experience, don't do that to yourself, because you will run yourself crazy. Do not do it to yourself. I was driving myself crazy with the ifs, the what ifs, the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and it harmed me more than it helped me. And yes, I know it's one of the stages of grief that people go through, but I'm telling you, don't do it to yourself. Find other ways to cope. Find other ways to consume yourself. Read books, meditate, pray, whatever you have to do. Just don't get consumed with what if, or what I should have done, or what I should have said, because it will swallow you whole. And I know, because it was swallowing me up. But with me journaling and therapy and my kids and different family being around, I was able to push through and get through that. As hard as it was for me, I did push through. And it's one of those things where it's natural to want it to be a different outcome. It's like second nature. We all want that loved one back. We all wish we could have did more. We all wish we could have said more. We all wish we would have known something to change the outcome. But you don't. So I'm telling you, read a book, write in a journal, get some therapy, meditate, pray, whatever you gotta do to walk you through these phases, because it's hard when you're doing it alone. And it's hard when you don't have an outlet to let your feelings out, to let people help you. Seek whatever you need for yourself to help you get through. I promise you, you're going to get through it. It may not seem like it in that moment, but you will get through it. Just keep keep pushing. I'll see you guys in the next video when we talk about the 4th stage of grief. You all, if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so that you all can come back and you all can go back and look at my previous videos. As I stated before in one of my previous videos, this is going to be like a mini series focused on grief, things that you can do, the different stages of grief, the different things that I have done personally to help me through my grieving process. And as I stated before, I am open to suggestions because I am still grieving, very much so. And I do still have my moments. So any suggestions on things that can help, comment them down below and I will look into it.